Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17 Season 2. And we have ourselves a big field of grass. Finished cutting it. It took a while and I was trying to decide exactly how much I wanted to work up for grass, how much for hay. And I think I've got it pretty well figured out. I'm just going to cut it in half and or at least this portion in half. And everything on the right side is going to be grass, and everything on the left side is going to be hay. And we're just going to do it that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rake all this stuff up here, put it in the windrow, and then collect it as grass, and then I'll come back through and we'll start actually doing the hay. So I can get about 3 rows worth here. That's pretty good. So, I don't know how good I'm going to be at this. Helper has completed your task. Oh, this field is interesting with this little this area in the middle here. It'd be an interesting project to take all that down and plant through it, but the problem is there's a building in there. I don't know how well that worked, but we might still do that at some point. So I did end up increasing my loan even more, if you couldn't tell from the amount of money I have. Reason being is that I needed those seed bins there. That was the only way I was going to get it, and this will allow us also to get anything else that we might need. Pay for things, because I don't know how well things are going to work, and then maybe get some more animals too, if need be. Working around those power poles has definitely been interesting. Yes, I went right through the wires. I didn't see him there. But this is where I wish I had a bigger windrower. Well, I wish I had a bigger mower too. Full of everything. But we'll get there when the time comes. We just gotta be patient. We gotta let our animals make some money for us. Been thinking about it too. We could really start cropping here, but I think they said we wanted to concentrate on animals, so I think all of the equipment we're going to get is going to go towards improving our abilities to care for the animals, and we're not going to worry too much about cropping at all. So obviously the cropping we do have to worry about is we're going to have to get the equipment to get corn, or silage I should say. We're going to have to chop a bunch of silage up. And I don't know how quickly I'll be able to do that. I'm going to try to do it as quick as possible because it's something we really need. We need to start pushing for that TMR stuff so we can get some money out of the cows. But, nope. It's never easy doing it when it's not right angle corners. So I'm going to keep going in circles here. And I'll meet you guys back when we start actually harvesting some of this grass. Alright, here we go guys, we are back. I got that side all figured out here. So let's see first of all how well it's going to pick this up, because I feel like it's going to be, hopefully it's not too wide. Is it picking it all up? Ooh, it looks like it is. So we just got to make sure we drive right down the middle. Just hope we get everything, otherwise it's gonna be kind of a pain. I suppose we could leave it too and just deal with it later on when we cut it again, because I know we're gonna cut it again. Try to make this corner. Oh, I think I got it all. Nice. But Looks like we should get all the way around, plus a little more, which is good to know. The other guy's gonna finish planting most of the field down there, so I'm gonna have to watch for that too, because I'm gonna have to reset him, because he's not gonna do that back little part there that I gotta tell him he needs to do. I'll get that later, a little bit by the poles, but I figure we'd take this to the cows first. It's closest. And then we also got to talk about where to put the excess. I don't like that I've got all that straw piled up there. It should be covered, because if you get rain or something like that, it's going to get wet, it's going to ruin it. So it should be in a place that's sheltered. So we're going to have to look at our options here and figure out a good place to put all of our loose crop here. Oh, that part missed. I'm feeling, yeah, I missed some there too. It's so hard to get the corners. Yep, there, you just completed his task. Knew that was coming. Where are we at? Almost 75%. Well, we might as well make our pass down. We can do some cleanup on our way back when we start for our next load. Fortunately, I don't think not all this load is going to end up going in by the cows, because there's going to be too much here for them with how few we have. Well, that's full. So, as you can see, there's quite a bit of grass here. Quite a bit of crop, which is good. It's a big meadow. Don't want to store anything in the silos because that needs to be covered if we're going to do that. It's not going to be. Oh yeah, I gotta get that guy planting too. I don't even like where I've got that straw. I may have to try to pick that up and pile it, put it somewhere else. But let's try feeding these guys. We also need water for them, remember? Unload. It's not letting me unload. Okay, now it is. Oh, that's all we're gonna give them, huh? Okay, so they got grass now, and then they're also gonna need hay. And I think they need water, or else it doesn't work at all. I'm guessing that's what this is for right here. Just wanted to see if it would allow me to say, oh, okay, so you can fill there too. Interesting. Well, the majority, let's see, grass. I'm trying to decide where the majority of the grass is going to be fed out. I know the sheep don't eat a lot, so it wouldn't take much to feed them over there, take a load over every now and then. Could probably just do that way and keep most of all of our feed at the main farm here. So let's feed these guys. I wonder if there's those feeders out in the middle of the pasture. I wonder if those will actually work for this. Be worth a try. So let's loop back through this is a loading point right here. Don't know what that little trough is. Oh, you know what? There's storage for grass right there. So if this is grass, which it is, then which one's the water? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's what that little trough is for. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna dump this here. Here, we got a bunch of grass for our sheep. I'll probably dump one more load in there, and they should be good for quite a while. I mean, if we got the space, we might as well keep it there, right? In fact, we got space right there too. If that's the case, I'm gonna go grab the water guy from the shop, fill it up, give them water. I'll fill this up with grass again, and then we'll discuss about where we're gonna keep the excess grass. So I'll be back in a little while, guys. So looking everything over here, trying to find a decent level area that makes sense, I think we're gonna put our storage up here. I think it's a good place for it. I'm gonna use the small storage, I think, because it's got the back drop. Yeah. So I think I want to put it right back in here. The question is how to get it lined up decent. I'm trying to line it up to the fence, you know. Think about right there. I'd like to get a second one right here. What do you mean it can't be placed there? Why can't it be placed there? I don't see anything in the way. Well, maybe I only get one of them there. Unless maybe I can get the three bay one. I'm gonna get only half my value back, but let's try to get this in here. Of course, it says it can't be placed here. You know what? I thought it was a great idea to put it there. Is there any way? Oh yeah, of course I can put it all in here somewhere. Oh, the other thought is maybe to cut this off. What if we were to put it like right down in here? Yeah, like that. I like that. Hey guys, so yeah, I did crash. I actually lost a bunch of work done. Basically where the episode began is where it's set back to, because I hadn't saved previous to that, so it had something to do with placing the sheds here. So I did all the work again, saved the game, and then placed these. So And I managed to get a second one here now. So I got those two. And one down here. And maybe at some point we'll end up putting something here. It's nice to have these sheds for storage for everything, so it's a thought. But all the grass has been collected on this half of the field. So it's going to be time for us to actually make some hay now. You guys remember how that works, right? Need this guy, a tedder. That's right, this is a big one. So this should go pretty quickly. This will just turn it into a bunch of hay. Except it's not. It has something to do with the slope, or it's not changing it all into hay. It's missing a bunch. Wonder why that is. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go over it a few times or something. But at least we got that portion figured out. And when you go slow, it works just fine. I don't know. I'll get it all to change one way or another. I mean, we got a pretty wide working width, so it shouldn't go too bad. And then I'll just windrow it again, or windrow this side, pick it all up with our loading wagon. And we'll probably have to store it. And instead of feeding the cows directly, I'm going to put this stuff into the storage area, and I'll show you how I plan, at least for now, to feed the animals. At least until I get a little bit more equipment for them. So we'll finish up the episode and I'll show you guys that. So I will be back. Hey guys, welcome back. Time for us to feed our cows some hay, because they are in need of it. So this is how we're going to end up doing it for now. We're just going to end up having to use a loader bucket like this and a wagon, and we'll just fill up the wagon and take it over, and it's the only way we got right now. It's unfortunate, but it's the best we can do. When we save up enough money, we'll probably end up getting some sort of a TMR mixer, probably the self filling one. And then we'll be able to cart around hay, grass, and also mix the TMR for the cows, because we are going to need both. This little tractor isn't too bad, actually. Really haven't used it much until just now. I still want to replace and get tractors that I actually know. This should get us far enough along here that the cows should start producing an okay amount of milk. And we'll probably have to switch to what we can do for the crops, because remember, we have to fertilize them 3 times, or we have to at least do something for them 3 times, and our planter does not have the ability to fertilize, so we're gonna have to do that separately. But we definitely need to try to get to silage, so we can feed our cows silage. That should get us to basically TMR status, I would say. There we go. So we still got some in the bucket, that's fine. I'm actually gonna fill it up quick. Can't actually see what I'm doing. So let's grab the wagon. Oh, it would help if I could aim here. There we go. So let's head over to the cows quick. So we got what, 8,000 in the trailer and another 1,800 in the bucket, because I think it's counts both with what I've got here. But it's not too bad to be able to move, you know, close to 10 grand 10,000 liters in one shot. But cows look happy. Hopefully we can get them reproducing here. And basically we're just going to take the cows up to full capacity. Is the plan. Oh, of course they're starting to make a mess. Darn it. We're going to need one of those little cleanup dudes, probably. So I think I can put this in here. So that should put him, let me check. So we've got silage, we got hay coming in, good. So let's bring this guy over here. And I'll change it to tip side to the right. We should be able to just do this. And we're about half full, so we'd have to do it another time. But that's all there is to it. So we're going to talk about crops and stuff in the next episode and see where we go from here. So thank you all for watching, and as always guys, take it easy.